And welcome back to class, everybody. This video is the final time that we'll be speaking through this medium, and I want to say how much I've enjoyed this class. I feel like I've gotten to know everyone very well. I've enjoyed working with you. I hope it's been to your satisfaction as well. So what do we have to do for the final week of class? Well, the short answer is not very much. I know graduation is coming very, very soon. And if you're one of those lucky folks that has finished the program of study here at Ivy Tech and you're moving on, I say good luck to you. If you finished up some studies here at Ivy Tech and you're transferring on to another institution, maybe a 4-year, congratulations to you as well. The final essay for this class was due last night, and I know because I was watching Indianapolis television last night, which is not something I normally do. There was some terrible weather, and I heard from a couple of students that said all the power was out in their vicinity and they weren't able to turn in the essay. If that's you, well, get it in as quickly as possible. I really want to start reading and grading these very, very soon. There was also a couple of folks, for whatever reason, maybe they were those that didn't have power, I don't know, that also didn't turn it in. I think it's possible that some might not have liked the assignment, or some might have thought they didn't do a good job on it. For whatever reason, it's not there. If that's you, my advice to you is turn in what you have. Of course, I will have to take a deduction because it's past the due date. And even if it's a lousy essay, believe me, partial credit is better than no credit at all. It could end up making a difference. So if you haven't turned in that final essay at whatever state it is, go ahead and get it in. I'll still take a look at it. I've never been one of those instructors that says, well, the due date has come and gone, therefore you get no credit. As I mentioned, I will have to deduct because it's after the due date and everyone else got theirs in on time, but still, I'll take a look. And check the gradebook frequently. I'll get those finished and back to you in the next day or so. So what do we have to do for this week? Well, there's one more discussion board. And don't overlook this. I know some might say, well, I'm pretty satisfied with my grade as it is. It's only one more discussion board. I don't want to take the time. I understand that line of thinking, but why leave points out on the table if they're still available to you? And I also know from looking at this discussion, and I'll go ahead and open it up, there are several people that have already started. Don't forget to post your initial thread and then respond to other students. And we can see Hannah, Paige, Albert, Emmy, and April have already begun this process. Great. Let's make sure that everyone gets in there. As I've mentioned before, I didn't design this course. If I did, it would be different. And it's kind of given to me as is. I don't get to add a lot of content. And when I started looking at this course early in the semester, sort of as a celebratory thing, they had at the end of it a music video. And it was by that old band Kool and the Gang, if you remember them. Most of you don't. And it was a song called Celebrate. And I thought it was awful. I really did. I watched it once and said, I can't believe they stuck this in the course. So one of the few things I was able to change is I picked my own video, and I picked Ryan Lewis and Macklemore, Can't Hold Us. I thought that was a little more entertaining and a little more current. Macklemore also happens to be one of my favorites. And the reason I bring this up is I hope you watch it and I hope you enjoy it. But also, if you want to comment on this video, whether you liked it, whether you didn't, I think even if you don't like Macklemore's music, it's a particularly well done video. You can talk about that in the discussion board. Chime in. Maybe you think my music taste is terrible. I don't know. But in addition to reflecting upon the last essay that you turned in, let's keep the conversation going, and you can respond about this as well. It does need to be 250 words for your contribution, and you want to reflect on the choices and the words of two, of two other classmates at about 200 words each. And because this is our last week of class, we can make this a little less formal and a little more free-flowing Again, talk about the paper, talk about the video, ideally talk about both. I make this promise to everyone that I've ever worked with since I've been working here at Ivy Tech, and that is hang on to my text number, 812-498-4200. In the time to come in the next semester or whatever it is you end up doing in your academic career, if you ever want to ask me a question, if you ever want to brainstorm about something, even if you have another class and you've written a paper for that and you want someone to read it, I'm here for you. I make this promise to everyone that I've worked with, and I do hear from past students who reach out to me, and I really enjoy doing that because ultimately I want to see you be a success here. I want to see you do as well as you possibly can in your term at Ivy Tech or wherever you may end up going. And believe it or not, that is everything for this week. So watch the video, have some fun with it, comment on the last discussion board. If for whatever reason you didn't get that final assignment in, turn it in. But most of all, don't ignore this last discussion board, even though it's not that high in point value. It may end up making a difference. Who knows? And besides, it'll also give a chance for everyone to say their goodbyes to everyone that's been in this class. We've been together 16 weeks now. I feel like we know each other pretty well. Some of us may even know each other on a personal level outside of class. But let's get that last little interaction in and make it enjoyable. Again, everyone, 812-498-4200. Put that into your cell phone. Hang on to it. Of course, you can always email me, mstenger and the number 1 at ivytech.edu. It's been a blast. I'll get your essays turned in and graded as quickly as possible. Good luck to everyone, and I'll see you around.